That nigga lying, yo was at a competition and shit.
Was trying to say
for points, when they be like, Ki!
Gonna try to make it like they lying.
Yeah, I'm lying on my shit.
You're gonna try to make you want me to do the so gonna try to make it like I was trying to chop through bricks and shit like that.
Shit.
What's up, y'all? This the Bro Show. Big Tone in the house.
Your boy saying you skinny,
Nigga boy Big Rob, man. These niggas crazy,
niggas
man.
don't know.
Sensei Rob.
Yo, I used to take karate. I was nice.
No, y'all niggas don't see. Y'all don't
I was
know
nice,
about.
yo.
Well,
I
you
was
might
nice,
know.
What?
Sensei Billy
nice.
at the wreck down there by Calvin.
No, what
Hey, yo.
I just seen this
Sensei
nigga
Billy
too,
started
yo.
getting high as a motherfucker.
God damn it, what the fuck
Shit,
is
Ken
his
O'Farber
name,
was a
yo?
beast, man. He was training dudes in the hood, man. O'Farber was a black
Garcia,
belt.
that was my teacher, man. His name was Garcia, black dude.
Yeah.
And I forgot the light skin dude.
Really, Kennedy?
Ken O'Farber was deadly, man.
That was my shit.
He was a
That
shown-up
and
black belt.
wrestling. Both Wahlberg used to have a wrestling team, but you ain't had to go to Wahlberg to wrestle. I used to Mr. What was your gym teacher?
Gibson?
Mr. Gibson.
Gibson.
Yeah, I used to when he first came.
Yo, I lie to you not, my nigga. I remember.
She said, "Come say what now?" Hey, turn your hat, yo.
Yo, Mr. Gibson and shit, right?
Yeah, Mr.
And
Gibson wasn't no
if
joke.
Godfrey watching, I know he gonna bust out laughing because he one of my friends. Gibson thought Godfrey was a joke. Up Bacon Rose.
What up, Nige?
Yeah. Yo,
Andre and I forgot the little brother.
Godfrey made Gibson look like a little baby, yo. Yo, you know, Godfrey was cut like a bag of dope back when we was kids. Man, he had him mother like a sack of potatoes, man. Gibson would say, good one. Because, you know, he was famous for wrestling nigga down and farting on him and shit, man.
Gibson.
Wavy.
Wow, yeah.
I ain't know he did that.
That's when the wrestling room was around the back at the you can open the doors, you'd be under the little thing right there in the field and shit.
Yo,
But,
that shit was
Yo used to yo had us wrestling like the private schools, all the white boys and shit, and we was fucking them up.
Yo, you know, he went over to Poly after he left Walbrook, man, and won state champions with these guys, man. Shout out to Wavy Gibson, man.
I did gymnastics up Garrison with Mr. Camp. I like individual sports, yo. Ever since I was little, team sports, niggas just don't know how to get along, so.
I feel you like table tennis and air hockey and shit. Right?
I'm trying to get you back.
Shit, I play that shit too. Shit.
Cricket.
Yeah. Shit. You teach me how to play that shit, I'll play that shit.
Yo, the nigga play
Yo,
cricket.
but
Shit, you gotta be nice to play cricket.
Yeah,
y'all
cricket
ain't-
different from
You gotta have my
baseball.
arm
Y'all
play
ain't play
cricket, son.
handball up y'all way?
Yeah, we play handball.
Oh, all right.
Let me find out. You was playing that shit in the joint, wasn't it?
Handball?
Yeah.
Nah, man. We played around. Yo, we played every sport around our neighborhood.
Oh, all right. That handball
Some
shit,
street
you got
legends from my neighborhood, nigga.
you got to be in shape to play that motherfucking handball
I mean,
shit.
I was younger. I wasn't 500 pounds. And shit. You play Scully, everything. These kids don't.
Yeah,
know
niggas don't know nothing about that Scully.
Yeah.
Nigga, we used to, our tops was the shit, nigga. Shit, yeah,
Flatten
get them,
that bitch up.
them milk, they throw that motherfucking milk container away, go get that motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, when they stopped
See?
making them tops, I was mad as shit.
Yeah.
Then they made a little phony
We used
shit.
to love for the cars, leak the oil spot where you get the fucking
Oh, yeah.
asphalt.
You dig it out.
Shit.
You put that
Put that
asphalt in your
motherfucking
shit.
wax. I used to use wax though. We was buying the candles now. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
real?
Yeah,
See,
we used to
we
put
used to
wax
melt
on
the
our
bottom of
shit.
our tops too.
Yeah.
To make it
My
real smooth and shit.
my man Tommy, my man Summers, my whole block.
Yeah, that was fun.
Andy
But
Green.
that's getting back. That's getting into the topic, sort of, man. Because you know the way we grew up, we had to invent shit. Like we didn't walk into a store.
We was
and bought this
making
shit.
skateboards, go karts, all that damn shit. We wasn't buying shit.
We had the internet.
I had a motherfucking go kart, and niggas thought that bitch was like a Rolls Royce. Me and little Mike had a little black little scooters. Do you remember
That's
those
like
scooters?
that, but that's crazy because
Yeah.
you know Mug used to build our goals when he used to make the crates for us. That nigga would use rusty nails and all that shit. He'd be like, man, don't fuck that, yo. Just dip them in the oil. Dip them in the oil.
Herb would tell you, man, we used to have a whole court right over there about it. It used to be the bank. It used to be First National Bank over there on Emerson and Franklin Town. And we get the whole court, man. Crate ball. That's what made you a shooter.
Yeah. When you can make all crate, you was a shooter.
Herb. And I'm going to give a man his flowers while I live. Herb was our Steph Curry right there, man. That motherfucker had a Perez jumper, yo.
That nigga, look, we was at cookout like last month, and my man Smack and them, they out there fucking shooting around and playing and shit. The next day, nigga hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah, oh, shit. I had to stop fucking around like that, man. My son dunked on me.
Damn. Shut your ass.
I had to end my career, yo. Like, damn, I thought I could still go down there a little bit. You know, I had a pure little jump in.
Let's get on topic, man. I had the last couple of days I had some stuff happening, and the day something happened, and you know, I'm talking to two of my oldest friends, and something, you know, kind of personal going on, and it jumped in my mind, like, you know, at some point in life you gotta stop doing for people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop helping. You gotta stop honestly, yo, getting in the way of other people's journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know when to apply the tough love and let people go on their journey and learn what they need to learn.
So what you're saying is part of them fucking up. That's part of it.
Because you never, well, I can say this because I know my mind ain't gonna get upset, but Nutty used to be like that. And I used to say sometimes people need to fall and bust their head. The only way they gonna get to where they need to be, if you keep helping them, they not learning whatever it is they need to learn to go wherever they need to go. You know what I'm saying? People got their own situations. You can't keep getting in the way of their situation.
It's like teaching a baby how to walk, but then you still carrying them.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like and the situation, like, is a situation where
wait a minute, yo.
My shit crunchy, man.
On his blitz stack.
My shit be dry, man. Fuck them. I ain't worried about them. My shit be dry.
Extra zesty today, yo.
This nigga keeps saying I'm
got a tender hand.
No jokes though. I use beeswax. I got like 10 of them motherfuckers.
Birch?
Yeah, Birch beeswax.
But go ahead and finish what you were saying.
But like I was saying, man, you can't get in the way of people's journey. It's come to a point where you gotta apply tough love. You gotta get to the point where you allow people to go through whatever it is they go through. I know, you know, we got this thing where we love people, but sometimes we hurt and we hinder them by not allowing them to go through whatever it is they need to go through. You know what I'm saying? You can't try to jump out in front of the train every time for them. You gotta let them get hit by that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So they can learn a lesson.
I mean, your heart be your heart. That's what I say about the shit. Sometimes you just jump out there, but it take you a few times to learn. Yo, you can't do shit for everybody no more, man.
What's that shit you say?
A dollar over.
Get it right.
$1. Motherfuckers get $1 over rent money, and they don't know how to act, man. That's how it be. And every time.
My personal situation is I've been through a lot of shit because I did a lot of shit. So I'll be attempting to teach what I learned. Even though I know you're not going to go through it the way that I went through it, you still need that. I have a nugget in your pocket. But some motherfuckers take offense to you telling them anything.
Or not only just that, it be who telling them, yo. Because sometimes motherfuckers don't be wanting to hear shit from certain motherfuckers.
That's the truth. I had to learn about that. I stopped talking to motherfuckers.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Motherfuckers
it's like you can give a motherfucker the vitamins and all that shit, man. Too, you can water the plant for it to grow. But then a motherfucker get around other folks and shit, throw mud on you and shit, act all zesty towards you and shit. I learned that from a motherfucking comedian, Marvin Phipps. I was in Dallas and shit, man. He opened up for Corey Holcomb, man. That nigga funny as shit. He's Chicago nigga. Shout out to Marvin Phipps, man.
What'd he say, yo? You said
he said, man, he 4 sons, right?
Yeah.
He said 3 of his sons was trying to hoop. He said his other son was trying to hula hoop. Nigga said,
Hey, yo, get the
nigga
fuck out of
said,
here.
I knew he was gonna be zesty. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? We done all been through that, man, where it was a motherfucker mad at me and I don't even know why. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
But
motherfuckers
sometimes
say,
you
yo,
don't.
where's the benefit
You
of
saw-
it? Ain't no
sometimes
benefit
you
in the
don't
friendship.
even-
Let it go.
You don't even need to know why. Because the majority of the time when people mad at you, they not really mad at you. They mad at themselves. Because it's something that you doing or something they see in you that's in them, they just ain't allowed to come out yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
They ain't
that's
been in
when
a
you trim the
situation to
fat.
pull it out of them. You know what I mean? Or they don't want to take the time to listen to somebody. My thing that I learned, I talked to one of my friends the other day. I called him. He had hit me. He had inboxed me his phone number and shit. And you know, yo been battling addiction since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? But me, I had to learn this a long time ago. Can't pass judgment on people.
No.
Nah.
You know what I mean? I meet people where they at. No, you clean today, so it's like, all right, you still the same motherfucker that I knew since we was kids.
Right.
You just on your own journey. That's the way I see it.
Right.
I'm not gonna treat you no different because you know what I mean, you got your situations going on. But it is a time period when you have to let people go.
Yeah.
Well, see,
You know what I'm saying?
see, my thing, my take on that, bro, realistic. Like, see, people, I say it all the time, and everybody know this is a cliche saying. People come in your life for a reason and a season, man.
Yeah.
And my thing is, when you season up, you season up.
That's
Let
what
them
it
go.
is. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna put the phrase of the day out here for everybody that's listening. It gotta be grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you doing right
Mm.
now and it's not working, keep trying to do it in an adult manner, man. Stop getting mad at people because they don't want to do this for you or do that for you and shit, man. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
You do gotta grow up, man, because sometimes I don't think guys realize how old that they are. I'm speaking on guys because I can't say nothing for females. I'm not a woman, but most of the guys, it's like sometimes I think they get caught chasing after something, and it's like they don't know when to stop
Yeah.
chasing it. You know
It's
what I'm
gotta
saying?
be, it's gotta be a line
A limit.
and a time frame where, okay, you chasing after this or you chasing or whatever the case may be. It come a point in time where, the chase get old. It gets tiresome. It gets bullshit. Like,
And-
what are you chasing? What are you looking
and
to
I'm-
win?
I'm
Because
saying
it's
it
still-
because
hold up, y'all.
I'm
It's still
going
niggas
through it.
out here putting the herringbone on Larry. No bullshit.
Yo.
Fuck up.
There you go, yo.
No
This how I start.
bullshit.
This how I start. This how I start.
Yo, we not even going to that.
Yo, I
we
think I'm
stand
gonna
out
get
of
them
that room. Yo.
shoes.
We ain't
I'm
going
gonna
to
get
that
them
room,
next
yo.
week.
There
But
you
listen
go.
to what I'm saying. It's like I'm
just
saying
saying.
this because I'm going through this now. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes some goals, you set for yourself, and it's like you feel like you run into a brick wall. So sometimes you gotta sit back, regroup, reevaluate, and find another way or go do something else. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because evidently, if it's not clicking, because nothing in life is supposed to be hard. If it's meant for you, it shouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's if something keeps becoming abrasive and hard to do, then it's time to go do something else.
I
'Cause
always
that's
use the
not what you're
term
supposed to be doing.
Reflect, reset, and relax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, sit back, see where you going wrong. But if it keep going wrong, all right, this shit ain't.
Yeah, it ain't for you.
It ain't.
It
Let me
ain't
do
for you.
something else. I got
Or
other
do it a different way.
avenues.
That's why I said sometimes you got to step back and say, all right, I'm gonna do it this way.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes when you done did it enough ways, it's time to do something.
But you know something?
Yeah.
Yo,
Motherfuckers
motherfuckers
sit there and want you to fail.
But not only that, you got motherfuckers that's so stubborn that want to do it their way and don't want to take the advice from a motherfucker that might have been successful at what they trying to do.
because they gonna feel. Every black motherfucker just about got that mentality. No, because if I take advice, I owe him something.
So
That's the
I-
dumbest
I
shit
didn't-
in the world.
I didn't
yo.
have that, but me doing my thing, I was doing it my way, but I was taking bits and pieces of information from other people. Because I'm a firm believer that you have to somebody could tell you something a million fucking
I thought
times.
you really had bird shit on I'm sitting there looking at it. Then I'm looking for a magic ball.
Hey, yeah.
But like I
That's
said, you,
crazy,
you, know,
yo.
you get sometimes you gotta get your own experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can listen to somebody that been through it, but until you physically and mentally go through it yourself, you get a better understanding.
Because you gotta
that way.
kick yourself in the ass a couple times.
Now, don't be stupid when a
Oh, here we
motherfucker
go.
is right there in the doorway, and that's the door you trying to go through, and the motherfucker
Here you
is
go.
trying to tell
Here you
you
go. Here you go.
how to get through the door, but you just want to be some old tough ass, dumb ass nigga. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking, I ain't listen to that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga, man. That nigga had curly hair when he was living.
Yo, said nigga. Yo, when the nigga said the nigga had curly hair when we was little, I ain't listening to him. Yo, that's crazy, yo.
Yo, but
Yo, niggas just say some dumb
Nigga,
ass
yeah,
shit.
niggas
Yo,
do say anything.
I remember
yo.
when the time, yo, he was running down the court and he tripped. Yo, I ain't fucking with that nigga. Yo, man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, that
Yo,
be some
niggas come
dumb
up with all
shit. Why
kinds of
niggas
shit.
don't
Yo.
like you and shit.
Yeah, nigga.
Man, that nigga's sister was light skinned, man. It was good. Fuck
I
that
mean, nigga, it get to the point, like I said, we live in the city of bones, yo. Niggas will make up anything about you these days, yo. We that's the city we live
Man,
in.
that nigga got a cigarette. He never give me that before.
Yeah,
You,
yo.
you can't, cause me, like I said, when I speak, most of the time I'm speaking from my personal experiences.
Right.
I cannot live up to the shit that be on people's mind about me. You know what I'm saying? Because in some of these motherfuckers' mind, the shit that I be hearing about, I supposedly got on, done, did. Like, I be like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is y'all coming
How
up
y'all
with
know
this
my
shit?
life more than me?
Those guys are funny,
Oh, man.
and then the guys that take the charge for something you may have done, and they pillow talking with a bitch and saying it's them. I'm like,
No,
yo.
my wife, well, I shouldn't have said that, but anyway, somebody my wife knew was talking to my wife, and I guess they sent a picture of me and my wife, and they didn't know that was my wife. And then they was like, oh, you know Sam, I know Sam. And it's like, I go through this all the time. Somebody will tell my wife that they know me and don't know me from a fucking can of
They
paint.
spoke to you one day.
You know what I'm saying?
When
Like,
you
but
were
they
across
don't
the
have
street
in their
drinking a
mind
soda, and they were across
like
the
a
street
whole
too.
scenario about how I know them. And I'm like, I don't know that motherfucker. You know what I'm
It
saying?
happens all the time. Motherfucker, man, yo, I know Big Tone, man. Yeah, yo, one of Walbrook. Everybody know what the fucking Walbrook. You
I
got
don't know, man.
minimal material on me if you know me.
And I'm like, I got a saying that I've been saying for a long ass time. You know what I mean?
Motherfucker asked me
I ain't
if you
above
still got it.
nobody. I ain't below
nah, that
nobody.
man don't do
I'm
that.
in the middle. I'm just.
Yo, see, yo.
I said, what?
See?
No, because the nigga seen, you know what I'm saying? The show and shit. Like, yo still be. I'm like, man, we can talk about something else, man. Nah, man, don't.
be that
I
type
said,
of
he can
shit.
show you how to build a fucking house or.
But niggas don't know that because they only. That's why you gotta just on the topic. You gotta learn to let shit go. Yeah, I did a bunch of dumbass shit when I was young because I ain't know no fucking better. You know what I'm saying? Some shit I was learning on the fly. I was smart, but I still was making fucking mistakes and doing stupid shit.
Bottom
you know what I'm
line,
saying?
we not in the streets anymore, man. Niggas are grown ass men, yo. Point
Nigga,
blank.
and
man.
I keep telling niggas, man, you want to see me have a conversation? I ain't make no fucking money off that shit. That shit was bullshit. You niggas think that shit
I
is what it's about.
give a
That shit is
motherfucker the number
bullshit.
to the HR department where I work. That's all I got for you.
Nigga, I teach y'all use this fucking measuring tape, nigga.
Shit,
and look.
pencil.
You want a team drive? Jump in the truck with me. We can go driving together.
You, man,
Fuck that. I ain't got nothing for you.
You can work at Burger King, man, and do overtime and make more than the average drug dealer.
Well,
You know what?
it's some shit I wish I could say on here and I can't. But let me tell you something. It was always the niggas that looked down on the little nigga, and the little nigga was making 10 times more than him, but you was looking at it from the wrong perspective.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got this nigga all the way down here, and you looking at him like he doing something wrong because he doing hand to hand in here because you doing a couple squares or whatever, and here it is. This nigga making 10 times more money than you.
Yeah.
You just look like you doing something. It's a difference between getting and got. A big difference. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas got it and some niggas getting it.
Man,
that's a difference.
Man,
That's why
I just had this conversation.
Let it go.
I just had this conversation, Sam. We was just having this conversation, me and my man. We was talking about how motherfuckers.
Techniques.
how motherfucker this dickhead here, man.
How the block kick punch.
How the fucking hit the 2 fingers through the wall.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how he fucked it up.
These motherfuckers fucking with me about my hand, man. These motherfuckers terrible,
Damn,
man.
nigga got a hard back. You know, like, he got a bulletproof vest.
Hey, yo. Nah, man. Me and my man, we just had a conversation about that shit. The shit we had talked about, like when we had a topic on before about how niggas get your LLCs and get deeds and titles and shit like that and own your shit and work hard towards, you know what I mean? You just work hard and keep trying to build your brand. This one nigga told me, he was like, I had to understand that you got some niggas, man, that are just straight Indians, and you got some niggas that aren't bosses, and you got some niggas that are workers. That's what construct the world. That's what make the world go around. And you can't have boss talk with workers.
you can't.
Period.
Know your link in the chain, my nigga. And
You
don't
gotta
be
have people to work
don't
at
don't
Walmart.
don't feel
Mhm.
any type of way about whatever part of the link in the chain is you is. Just play your part.
Play your part in the chain,
That's it.
and that's what make the
and
chain
be the best,
stronger.
whatever part of the chain that you are.
Yeah.
Because that's where we always bump heads in any situation where you envious, which is basically jealousy.
Right.
Nigga.
Right.
You jealous of the nigga that's in the front.
Right.
And we was just having this kind of like a real conversation with my man Black Darnell about a situation between me and White Boy. You know what I'm saying? When we was little, and how I got on the hill versus him being on the hill already. And you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like sometimes niggas don't want certain niggas driving the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Because
you
then
better
that
have
means
this.
you
do
can't. Because one
this.
thing you ain't gonna do, you're not gonna make me turn my light down, nigga. I'ma shine. I don't give a fuck where we at, nigga.
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
be myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most people don't
Yeah,
know how
that's
to
hot
be
dog caught
themselves.
off that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna be alright, nigga. You can leave me any motherfucking way, nigga. I'm gonna be okay, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't got that,
But see, my take
so
on
they
a lot
they
of that,
hold on to their situation so tight, and they don't want nobody else to come in. And I done seen niggas be in situations where they don't want to allow nobody around them to be an inch within them.
And that's the
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
person
saying?
who
But you
got
know
the
what I
ball
do?
and won't pass you the rock.
I treat everybody the same on my job, man. The CEO, I see him. Hey, what's up? You know, such and such. His name's Ezra. Shout out Ezra. If you ever watch it, I doubt if you ever watch it. I curse too much. I give him the same respect as I give the housekeeping staff. I give them the same respect that I give him. Like they people too. They part of the machine. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was just telling Rob, like everybody can't run the fucking Walmart.
Nope.
You gotta
Right.
have somebody.
Somebody got to work.
Somebody
with
got to
somebody.
work the registers.
You gotta have
Stock the
somebody to
shelves.
register, unload trucks.
Yep.
Motherfucker drive the truck to the Walmart. That motherfucker's making 150 grand.
It's a concept. If you get an understanding about the reason why we're here to learn. Earth is nothing but school. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We here to learn and lesson after
Facts.
lesson after lesson. And if your dumb ass can't pick up on the same pitch keep coming down the fucking pike and you can't hit it out the park, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
You need to go sit down, reevaluate, stop doing some of the shit that you're doing that's distracting you from learning. You know what I mean? And that goes to letting some things go, which means people too. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep doing the repetitive ass shit and expect to get somewhere. That's not
At that
right.
point, you just sliding down razor blades, jumping into a pool of fucking alcohol.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
I just, my biggest pet peeve is being this old, right? And I say that because I'm not that old, but in this city, this is like being 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? And then I
Nigga
see,
to 40, you good.
I see niggas still in their 30s or better and close to my age, and they still doing little boy shit. You worrying about fucking a bitch, who girl you fuck, or who wife you done fuck, or that's little boy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You worrying about pussy, titties, and ass in the club and smoking a cigar, and you know what? That's to me, that's little kid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And if I see you, and you know me personally, I don't like small talk. I don't want to talk about what the fuck just happened, who just got killed, and who fucking
God
got
damn,
it for
say
this
that
and
shit.
that. I don't want to hear that shit.
I hate when a nigga come up, man, you know what's the name got killed? Oh, man,
It's not. It's nothing.
Died.
It's not me being funny or act like I'm above niggas. That's not what I want to talk about. So most of the time when you see me, that's why I'm quiet.
I
Because
cut a nigga off.
I don't want those
how's your
conversations.
health? Yo, how your health? You
Yeah.
good?
I mean, talk
That's
about
it.
your family, yo. You know what I mean? Especially because most of the time I know niggas. We know each other for a long time. Like, you know what I mean? Talk about some other shit, yo. You know what I mean?
And how
I
your
don't
people's
wanna talk-
doing?
Yeah, I don't.
How
wanna-
your
I don't
parents? How
know
your
about
parents?
who
How your
got
kids?
shot round the way.
Yeah, that's just like if me and Brian talk every day, but we don't be talking about the shit that the average nigga would think we talking about. You know what I mean? I'm the type of nigga I know a lot of shit. So we talk about fucking anti-gravity or the fucking why the fucking sky blue, like anything. Man, I don't want to talk about this shit that I deal with every day. I don't want to have those conversations.
Right.
I deal with this shit already every day. These niggas with the Virginia tags, these niggas with the fake Teemu necklaces, and I deal with that every day. I don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Like, talk about something else. I want to talk about the bitch that was fat that got a BBL. I don't want to talk about that. It's 80,000 ants out here. That's what they look like. I don't want to talk about
The
that.
show was coming.
You know what I mean? It's for real.
Bugs life.
Yo, think about
Bugs
that
like
shit.
bitches out here.
It's like it's more shit going on in the world, nigga. The whole world we living about to be fucking turned upside down.
Talk about something.
That shit.
Talk about something important like how these motherfucking COVID numbers rising and we get ready to be in the house again. Talk about that.
And talk about how the fact we don't know how to grow nothing, and we about to be stuck in the house with no phone, no internet, no nothing, looking at the walls.
See, it's a lot of there's a lot of motherfuckers out here running around, man, and they got no sense because they ain't been bought before. You know, back in the day when you do some shit, you fire like, bop, boys, get your motherfucker out.
But
Nobody had that.
But that tie into, like, I mean, granted, we had our dads, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of these motherfuckers, man. I don't know what the fuck going
That's
on.
another
The
thing. A
structure.
motherfucker need to let go.
Yeah.
You grown now. You understand? Whatever
I
happened,
get high 'cause
you
my mother got
cannot.
high.
This is something I had to learn. You cannot blame your parents for whatever the fuck is going on in your life. Because half of our parents was raised by people that couldn't even fucking read or write. Or a whole bunch of other shit. Because I know my grandmother came straight from picking cotton and came up here and got a whole family up here. You know what I mean? Doing whatever the fuck she needed to do. She didn't have time to be all soft and feminine and cooking meals and all that. They had to fucking survive.
And they
So
would
it's
have
like
12
you can't
and
be
14
mad
kids.
at whatever your parents took from that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at that. But the reason is because you don't even sit down and talk to your fucking the people. You don't even know what the fuck your family come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something that we need to learn to let go. And honestly, it's something that black people run from is therapy. Take your ass and talk to somebody.
Listen,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I
promote therapy all the time.
And
I had to go through it myself. It's no way. Hold on, bro. There's no way that I could do my job to try to strive for perfection in my position. You know what I'm saying? Without getting the
what the fuck is
in
going
my
on with
mind
you?
Gone. I can't help nobody. That's blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying? And I take it real serious what I do.
I had went into my wife introduced me to some shit, and I went into like this men's group, like not just black people, and just like people from all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people from every aspect of life, and we all got, we got put in these groups, and it was like we did all of this shit, and I learned so much about myself. It's like I know myself, but then I was excited because I'm learning shit about myself that I'm thinking I'm all right with, but I wasn't all right with that shit.
I'm gonna be real.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm be real with you, man.
You definitely got to talk to somebody that has a bias opinion.
And that's where it come from, like, because you around the same people all the time, and you got to think, okay, some people don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm saying from my own experience, they don't want to talk to me because I get angry. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of fucking resentment and anger in me about a lot of shit that happened when I was coming up. So it's like, all right, you know what I mean? You think you dealt with that shit. You think you been put it away. No, you didn't.
All you do is sedate.
You know what I'm saying? Because it never goes away. For real. You just got to learn how to deal with it.
I myself, saying, I've been in therapy now. I got 6 months in there. I'm pushing 7.
What's up?
And I speak to my therapist. This nigga stupid. Damn, all y'all get me today. These motherfuckers crazy, man. Yo.
No, go ahead, man.
No. I've been in therapy. I speak to my therapist once a week, every week. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, it got some benefits to it. I ain't gonna say it helps you 150%, but it do help you like 80.
It's a start.
It's a start. And my thing is, you got to do the work. You can't just. I know some people get in their mind like, I talk to my therapist and that's just gonna solve everything. No, it don't. You gotta do the work too. You gotta change. You gotta do the work. It starts from within. But you gotta change.
You gotta get off of this. A lot of people don't get off the surface. A lot of motherfuckers don't even know what their triggers is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
And sometimes once you know what the trigger is, you gotta know why you even got the trigger. What's the trauma that gave you the trigger? Yeah. It's so much shit that we don't fucking talk about, and you know why? Because we on the treadmill of life. And we running and all these distractions. There's so much shit going on at the same time because we don't know when to let certain shit go and focus to shit was important.
Prime example, me, Rob, and Keno sort of had the same background story or whatever, where we were kids of Walbrook teasing everybody because we was mad.
Yeah.
Because our shit wasn't right. So... And my therapist told me that. She's like, yeah, well, that's
a coping mechanism. That was a coping mechanism.
You used to do this.
That's a coping mechanism.
Absolutely.
You ain't
and it's like
you in a shield.
You learn to get at a motherfucker first, so you let them letting them know don't come over this way.
I stayed with phony.
See, my
funniest nigga alive.
My shit was different because I had like the Napoleon syndrome. I was little, but I was like the little chicken heart. I'm like, yeah, Spike, get him. You know what I mean? Like I was that motherfucker. Like, because I didn't see myself, and I still don't see myself like everybody else see. I don't see myself that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even when I was little, I had a thing, and I wasn't taught how to back down.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't learn none of that. So it was like I was always taught to, all right, you get the biggest nigga. If you know what I'm saying? If you gotta go to the gun, and go to the gun. If you gotta go to the knife, they're the things that I was taught. So and then I was nice at it, but then I was at the same time, I would always try to avoid it, but it was almost impossible because I was so little. So a motherfucker always would be like, man, no nigga ain't gonna do shit to nobody, and and then I turn into Tasmanian devil. Then it's like it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's like, I know what that stemmed from. You know what I mean? Because dudes grew up that certain way. They think their big brother probably was punking them, so they think they got to take it out on the little nigga. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit, yo, that's led and shit that we done went through that we don't even realize.
But it's like you said, though, a lot of it stems from the fact that people really don't know their triggers. People don't know their triggers.
For a long time, Rob, I didn't know that I wasn't a nice guy. I thought I was all right.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He can't say that shit, sir. He can't be serious.
Telling me like, you just ain't shit. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I don't know why, yo, but you just said that, yo. This girl I used to mess with, yo, like right out of high school. Her name is Angie, and she told me that she was like, "You too nice." And it's like, that shit carried me through my whole life, yo. It's like, you too nice to people. I'm like, dang, what I'm supposed to walk around just be an asshole? You know, I can be an asshole. You know what I mean? It's not hard. I know how to do it. You know what I mean?
I was the asshole, apparently. Yeah. And people still call me that. But I'm fine. I embrace it like the quickening. You know how Highlander.
Nah, fuck it, you welcome.
But a lot of that shit over time. And I had to learn to let a lot of those.
My motherfucker. You know what I let go. What helped me out? My father, man. My father beat a whole lot of shit, man. He beat a lot of shit. Cancer, everything.
Oh, yeah.
And you know why? Because yo lived by the motto of fuck it.
Yeah.
And once I adapted that, I said, yo, this shit is
That's
wonderful.
How you gotta be. But see, it's come to some situations in your life, right? That put you in, you get put in certain situations to learn where you had to learn how to walk away from shit.
Yeah.
And say fuck it. Like I didn't, I'm not gonna lie, yo, maybe probably like the last 6 months, yo, I've been tested, yo, and I'm talking about like, I'm like, this bullshit. You know, I feel as though I passed it with flying colors though, cause it's like a lot of shit niggas fucking talking slick shit to him. There's a whole bunch of shit, and it's like I just had to let that shit fly. Like you know what I mean?
Where 15 or 20 years ago,
it wouldn't have been like
it
that.
wouldn't even been like that.
It wouldn't even got
long ago.
It wouldn't even got probably got to that point.
But it's like you know what I'm saying. But it's I don't know, man. I don't like to tell people, but I like to do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain shit I like.
Yeah.
So it's like I always try to make sure that's not what we gonna go to.
Yeah.
Because I know me, if I start, I'm not stopping.
Because you already
You know
measure
what I
it
mean?
up in your head.
So it's like,
of every
let's get an
step you gonna
understanding
take.
about what we doing before we go there. Because I know me.
My own mother told me nice guys finish last.
They do. They do.
And it's the truth, man.
And I'm going to tell you, the motherfuckers that take advantage of that is your family. The people closest to you, they take advantage of that.
Yeah, I say
because they the ones you can't smack. You can't put them in the hole.
Just like I was
you see what I'm saying? You can't do shit to them. So
that's real shit.
That's a lesson that you learn. That's humility. Shit, that's the lesson in that shit. You're learning humility.
Me and Angry Man, yo, you know what I'm talking about, man. It was a situation where yo did all the work, man. You know what I'm saying? And this was a nice piece of change. Dude playing games with it. And I'm like, yo, this was 20 years ago, man. We would have, went and got the guy, probably beat him senseless, tied him up.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What made me really think about this topic, because mine ain't like 2-3 hours ago, man. I talked with two good friends of mine about another friend about something that's going on. And it's like, I can see it in my man's face. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you try not to go there, but it's like it's a situation where before it even get to the point where you put your hands on somebody you love or do something to somebody that you love, you just gotta let it go. You gotta put them out there in the world and let them go.
But let me ask both of y'all a question.
Let
me ask both of y'all a question. How difficult is it to actually walk away from motherfuckers that you?
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's
you know
tough.
what I mean? But I mean,
tough love comes.
That's where
I ain't gonna lie,
I'm talking about family members, like, because my man said something that was going on with my man, and that's what they thinking is triggering whatever he's going through is something about his mother, nigga. And it's like sometimes I used to be ashamed to say this shit, but I'm not, because it's like sometimes you gotta say shit to get it out. I didn't speak to my mother, for like I can't even tell you how many years. You know what I'm saying? I would literally see my mother at my grandmother's house and I wouldn't say shit. Like I would speak and I was it. I wouldn't have conversations.
I went through a period of time, man, where me and my moms had, because when my mother and father split, my father raised me. You know what I'm saying?
Same situation with me.
He and it was a lot, and I can tell the whole truth about it. I love my mother to death, man, but it was just like, guys and stuff like that were like had judgment and stuff like that, and men, man, it was piss poor. You know what I'm saying? She made a lot of bad decisions when it came to men, and what put those first. You know what I'm saying? With grandkids and stuff like that, man. But
how did you handle? But my thing is, I could piggyback off of that, right?
More so ain't really started. It didn't bother me anymore because I got older,
right?
But
see, that's the trick. You think it ain't bothering.
Yeah.
Did you ever
revamped it?
I'm trying to tell you because I was in the men's group, and then we start. They call it unpacking, and we start unpacking. And like I said, you think you dealt with that, because I thought I dealt with that shit. I thought I was, you know what I mean?
Man, you got a knife in your back from 30 years ago.
I'm trying to tell you. You did. That's your whole life. You taking that with you.
You ever been put in a situation with your moms where you ready to deal with the person that she's dealing with? Like I'm talking about put in a situation. I mean, I know you probably haven't. I was more or less a question towards
fact. I'm honest with you, to this day, and I couldn't tell you the
nigga
that my mother.
That's what I wanted to hear.
The nigga that my mother left my father for, or whatever she was messing with, and all of the years she was messing with, I couldn't tell you what that nigga looked like. Wow. If he was standing right next to me, I don't know. I think I met him one time, and I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention.
See, nigga tried to crack slick on my mother, man. He called my mother a bitch and all that, so I had to get with him.
I ain't never had them situations, though. I removed myself because And it's crazy because I know what it is. It's the way that I was raised. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a Marine. Like, it's certain shit, man. He taught me.
was keeping you away from
Yeah,
that
and he
shit.
taught me at a young age.
Yeah.
Whatever you deal with, you grab by the horns, you look it in the face, you deal with it, you keep the fuck on moving. And that's what I did. When I was young, I thought I dealt with it, but it came back up, resurfaced, you know what I mean? Maybe, shit, I think when I was in the men's group and men, like, probably in, I don't know, that got to be in the 90s. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times, yo, we don't realize we catch pain passed down through generations.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Because my father had some of the same struggles and stripes I had.
Nigga,
My
when
son's going
my
through
shit
some
start
of the same
happening,
shit that
I called
did.
my dad, and my shit mirrored the shit I was going through. Mirrored my dad. My dad cried. Like, my father don't cry about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking cried, and it's like I was like, as I knew, because me, my emotional intelligence is probably is you know what I mean, it's up there. Like, so it's like I know I'm the type of person when something happened to me, I'm happy a little bit inside because I know that's a lesson. So I look for the lesson so I can learn it, put that shit down, and I'm gone to the next
But
situation.
you know, Bruce Lee taught a motherfucker a lot. If you read up on Bruce Lee, right? If you don't conquer your demons and shit, they go right down to your kids.
Yeah. You pass that
That's
on.
real life, man. It's not no voodoo shit or nothing like that. It's real.
Just actual factual shit. Because I feel like I done took on a couple things from my dad. You know what I mean? And took his shit on. And
I know I took on some shit. I just spoke at the funeral. I know I'm I ain't nothing but a 20-year difference virgin than my dad.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You wind up picking up. You try your best not to be like your parents, but you ain't nothing but a microcosm of them because they not nothing but a microcosm.
Everything in my
of the
life
motherfuckers
now
before them.
is just like my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything, man. Too wild.
So it's like I be trying to explain to my kids, like, you know, even though you might not feel like listening, but just pay attention. Because you're going to go where I've already been. Because Pop already been there.
Yeah.
They've been there already. You know what I'm saying? So it's not you just because you got a cell phone and you got some slick shit and you can throw Virginia tags and buy a phone and jewelry. You still going through the same shit.
Yo, but it's so hard to reach these.
I'm waiting for mine.
It's so hard to reach these motherfuckers, man. These younger motherfuckers.
They think they know everything.
It's
they can push a button.
Rob,
They can push a button and somebody can tell them something and they think they know everything.
In life, is two things you must do. Y'all ready to hear it? 1, pay attention. 2, pay bills. You're going to pay this.
Yeah. You're going to pay bills. You're going to pay bills.
If you don't pay attention, you can't pay your fucking bills. You can't pay your bills, you're going to be done out here. They're going to eat you the fuck alive. But that's not the next man's responsibility. You can't sit there and use that shit as a crutch. Well, because I ain't gonna get the job up there, man. They ain't even hire me. Well, they ain't hire you because they ain't like you. I'm a realist, yo.
Because they don't like your
I
energy.
never been that nigga that's
Energy
gonna rub a
don't
nigga
lie.
back. Like, it be okay.
You know what it is? A lot of people don't fuck with that key word, Tone. And that key word is accountability. Yeah. Everybody want to be a fucking victim and play like it's somebody else and somebody's fault for why they in the predicament.
When you gonna do something?
That bullshit about, oh, I got a felony. I can't. Man, I saw shit on Facebook today.
I got a felony.
Dude couldn't get a job.
I'm a 3-time loser.
Dude couldn't get a job. You got a hot
You know how I got? You know how I started my own business? Because I got fucking felonies.
Yeah.
So what you talking about? You ain't saying shit.
Ain't nobody. Don't nobody want to hear that dumb shit.
You want to be out of your situation. You don't want your life to be whatever it is. Then change it, motherfucker.
Get your LLC.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. Good credit. I had bought into this company, so I had a company, made a couple $1,000 that year. Went to Winners Lane when the Home Depot wasn't even up there, and it was the drive. It was the movie, but the drive.
Damn, that's old.
And tried to rent one of the little townhouses right there.
Oh, Melbourne Park.
Melbourne motherfucking Park, right? And looked at all my shit. I'm good. Did the whole fucking application, the whole shit. Give me a call, say, Mr. McKenna, everything look good, but we can't rent to you. I say, what's the problem? You wreck it. I'm like, so this was the, I'm not gonna lie, yo, this shit rung a bell in my head so fucking loud, yo. I said, so you gonna hold this against me for the rest of my life? And the lady said, we was just following protocol. So, and I said, so basically you saying you gonna hold this against me for the rest of my life? You know, we just basically you're gonna hold this against me for the rest of my life.
And who it was, man, that really helped it out, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And it wasn't Obama.
Nigga, my bell rung.
George Bush the son opened up a lot of
my
doors.
motherfucking bell rung, and I said, I cannot discriminate against myself if I own my own fucking house. I cannot discriminate against myself if I got my own fucking business. It was that simple. Mm-hmm. It wasn't nothing else to talk about.
Mm-hmm. But you could look in the mirror and fix that kashif. And I love your mom chain and fix the silk shirt. Damn.
You know what I mean? But that was the wake up call for me. That was the wake up call for me.
That's real shit, though. Yeah. If you can't find a position, make one. Make it. That's what my father always said.
And it's crazy because then this is when I came to awake to some other shit, and I started paying attention that sometimes in your life you're being guided and you don't even fucking know it. The reason how I could start my own business is because the men in my family that came before me, the things that I learned, my mother's father, his work ethic, my father, his work ethic, and people he learned from, and all the older males in my family, we worked. And I learned the skill. I learned all kinds of fucking skills because if I wanted them double strap Pumas from Kmart up on Wabash, the blue light special, I had to get on that truck and fucking work. It wasn't no just go get the shit. It was go out there and break them fucking leaves. You know what I'm saying? And that shit put me on course already.
I get tired of hearing it where people say, oh, yeah, they got their wings. Yo, we already got our wings, man. We just don't know it. Somebody guiding us through this shit, man. Yeah. You got your wings.
And that's when you start, you know what I mean? You bust your head enough times, you'll get an understanding on the shit you're supposed to learn, the corners you're supposed to turn, what you're supposed to let go. Because when you start looking at it, it's all the same shit. And this is a trick to it.
And it's just some get it faster than others.
Yes, and this is the trick to it. You're not, because this shit, gotta look at it from a standpoint of playing a video game. You're not going to get to the next level unless you learn the shit that's on this level. Yeah. You have to learn the lessons on this level.
You may have to play it 4 or 5 times.
And because some motherfuckers will do that.
And you're going to lose a lot of lives doing it.
Right when you're getting ready to advance to the next situation, you get bombarded by a slew of the same shit you done already dealt with that you thought you was good with. They shaking you, the ancestors shaking you up, want to see if that's what you really want to do. You want to go to the next level or you want to be here and stay comfortable. And just like lately, like I know what the devil look like. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. To me, it's a look. Yeah. It's an energy. It's just, it's in motherfuckers' eyes. So it's like when I see a motherfucker smirking and gritting and like want to be slick with me and all that, nigga, I already know that's the devil in you, nigga. That ain't even you. That's the devil and playing with me. Because I know I'm about to fucking advance to some other shit.
They think they come in a white man.
They don't.
Motherfucker look just like
man,
you.
Niggas look just like you, nigga. Trying to tell you.
Trying to burn you under there, Rob.
Yo, that shit real. That's some real shit, though.
I'm telling you, yo, that shit, when you getting ready to go to the next shit, and it's crazy because when I say I get excited, yo, when shit start happening, I be like, yeah, the new shit coming. Like, what am I supposed to learn? Because most of this shit, I'm like, oh, I done learned this shit already. Yeah. All right, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to shut the fuck up and be quiet. Let this nigga talk all the shit he want. As long as he put his fucking hands on me, I'm good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been here 10,000 times already in my life.
Right.
I already know what I'm capable of doing. But see, I know what he can because he a man just like me. I ain't looking at him no other way. I'm respectful, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go there, nigga. I want to go home.
And that's your growth and maturity. Believe you me, man. It's a lot of motherfucking niggas out here that's our age bracket that ain't that mature, man. You still trying to show and prove.
Because they think the camera's still on them. Mature, that's what I call it. They think the camera's still on them. You know how you outside?
Like I said.
You got to talk back to
when you break it down.
The camera's still on them, man.
Let's break it. Let's dismantle this shit a little. Let's break it down. Who the fuck are you doing this shit for? You doing this shit for the bitch that don't like herself that went to get her body done at 40, 45. That's what you doing it for?
No.
Is you doing it for this nigga because he trying to show off for these fucking bitches that don't like
All
themselves?
niggas.
It's a big
There's a lot
circle.
of
All
zesty
niggas,
niggas
Are
out
you
there.
are you gay? Cause you trying to fucking compete with these niggas? You out here in the
Yeah.
dick magic
There's a lot of
contest?
zesty
Like
niggas
that,
out
that's
there.
what you doing? Cause that when you think about it, yo, when you really strip it down and you get down to it, it's like none of it makes sense. It's not important.
Right.
None of it. It's
Right.
really not.
Right.
You out here passing judgment on a motherfucker that's been on the same roller coaster you've
Is
been
you-
on, but you think you rode it better than
You
him.
gotta
Right.
treat a lot of niggas like they got AIDS with open sores on them. Just get the fuck away from them, yo. Nah, true real shit, man. Because I can't stand a motherfucker like you say, man, with these pointless conversation. Yo, we ain't building shit.
I don't
yo.
understand.
What you talking
I can't
about?
get with niggas that get this old and you judging me because I'm not playing keep the fuck up.
Man.
I don't want to look like those niggas. I want to wear my little Pumas and whatever the
Yo,
fuck I want to put on. I
listen,
don't want to
man.
look like you niggas
Yo.
with some shit because the gay man name on your shoes.
Yo,
And you think you done got it 2 inches higher because you're so big as shit. You feel like you
And
doing
Pee-wee
something.
Herman
Yo.
pants and your shoes.
Listen,
Don't
man.
forget the toy.
The look like
Shoes
you got
always got a toy.
the look like you got money syndrome is really heavy in this city. I can't speak for everywhere else.
It was comedian Joe Torre, man.
That
I
look
remember
like
one
you
time
got
he
money
was like,
shit.
yeah. He said, yeah, motherfucking black motherfuckers that go all out, look like they got $1 million. Niggas ain't even got no dental benefits.
Yeah,
No.
facts.
Life insurance.
Motherfuckers don't be having life insurance,
Nigga.
don't be having
Nigga.
shit.
Let me explain something to you.
I keep saying that shit, man.
Get your motherfucking mouth right. Get your teeth fixed.
Teeth.
It's a whole
My
bunch of
parents
shit
took
you
me and my
fix.
sister to the dentist. Straight.
You know what I
Make
mean?
shit straight. See?
A lot of niggas is fucked up and they spending their money on the wrong shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? You spending your money on the wrong
Get
shit.
your grill fixed. And we ain't
And
talking
you out
about
here,
a
you
gold
fucking
one
rolling the dice, taking rhinos and fucking Cialises and shit like it's Skittles. You gonna have a heart attack on one of these bitches. You know what I mean? You keep fucking around out
So
here.
niggas go out like
You know what I mean?
go out like Kevin Samuels.
You know what I mean? I'm serious. And and it's like,
Rest
cause at
in
the end
peace
of
to
the
Kevin
day,
Sam.
Rest in
you
peace,
doing
Kevin
all
Sam.
of this is like, cause I'm saying this because I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just talking about niggas. I woke up after going to Martin's West. I spent $4,500 on a fucking Versace suit, $1,500. I'm not gonna never forget it. I'm not gonna allow myself to forget it. $1,500 on a fucking pair of Versace shoes, $500 on a belt. This is when niggas wanting wearing t-shirts that cost $100. I was paid $150 for a fucking t-shirt, and I woke up and that shit was Moet all on it, fucking shoes all up, pop my buttons and shit, and the shit lying in the corner.
You had a Frank Lucas moment when he
I'm
threw
serious, like yo,
when he threw the fire
I had a
and got
fucking-
mad
yo.
at the bitch.
I had a fucking epiphany, yo, and
Hey,
I was
yo,
like, who and what?
Let's say you had a Frank Lucas moment
Yo,
when he
who
threw
the fuck and what the
chinchilla in
fuck
the
am I
fireplace.
doing this shit for?
Yeah.
You got the
only
Pelly
that-
Pals, the
you only
Super
got the
Tims,
glory for
the
that
Nike
night.
boots, the colorful
That's it.
Nike boots, the phones. Like you got all this shit. This was before some eBay and all of this shit, and it's like, nigga, for what? Like, what am I doing with all that? Nigga, I can't do nothing with that shit.
Lindels, though, but you can't find them motherfuckers. They
Cause
was
I had to
all
ask
shit.
myself, I'm already.
Me.
At that time I was with my wife, but like shit, we was together 5, 6, 3, 4 years maybe. So it was like I wasn't doing it for the bitches.
I say
Like
this
who
though.
the fuck am I
I
doing
say
it
this though,
for?
Sam.
Answer
I
me
say this
this.
though, Sam.
Hold up, yo, real quick. Don't lose your thought. Don't lose it. Answer me this. Do you and your wife got the picture in the wicker chair down the harbor?
Clay Street. No, we ain't do the Clay Street.
No, I'm talking about, remember they used to be down the harbor?
Yeah,
The
I know what you're
sit-down
talking about.
harbor?
I call it the Clay Street because it's.
Oh, yo, yeah.
we ain't got that.
But this nigga crazy.
We had one in our house.
The
My-
chair, yeah,
the
we had
chair?
that chair back.
Everybody had
Everybody
that.
had
And the
a
spoon.
chair.
With
With the spin.
I know we had the spoon and the
Yeah.
fork, the big
Backdrop
spoon and the
shit.
fork.
We had a picture of Elijah Muhammad in our house, man.
That
That's
shit right there.
But you know
My
what?
father
I,
hated
this is what I
church
came
so
to.
bad.
This is the conclusion I came to, right? To each his own. You get some people that like nice shit, but my thing is get the nice shit if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, what the fuck are
But
you
do
doing?
it for you.
Do it for you, not for other people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, son?
Like now, I'm at the point in my life where I don't know how to enjoy myself. That's just me being honest. I don't know how to enjoy myself because I've been taking care of everybody else and making sure my shit was right so I could pass it to shit that I was neglecting myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't spend my money on me. You know what I mean? And the fact that like what we talking about, because some of the shit is so dumb that I just stopped doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta learn I gotta go on a journey on my own and figure out shit I like now. Cause some of the shit that I used to like, I don't like no more.
See,
I think you enjoy yourself though a little bit.
I do for the bikes and shit, but it's like me being me. I could
Tone, you enjoy yourself.
I can go up a couple notches. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, yo, because everything I really did in my life, yo, I did it because I wanted to. The teachers even said that. 'Cause I remember a bitch said, "I don't like those shoes on you, bitch. I don't like your face."
You know what I used to
on
do? I go in the mall. I just go in the mall and I say, "Give me them." Is there anybody wearing these? No, don't nobody really fuck with them. Give me them then. That's what I want. I want them. I don't want with these mannequin niggas. I don't want what they want.
Yeah, like that.
Give me the shit that ain't nobody
a
want.
mannequin with a mother.
nigga.
I mean, when a
Nigga
nigga go buy
everything on
outfit
mannequin.
that he see on the whole
Yeah,
mannequin.
give me all
yo.
that shit right
Remember
there.
Charlie
Like that.
Rudo's, yo, when they had the Run DMC shit? I wanted that shit so bad, man, because it had the fedora, the leather joint, and the lizard skin shell head.
It's just like no.
I
to
told
me,
my father, I said I want that for
people,
Easter. He said,
we
man,
got
you
an
better get a
identity
Russell.
crisis.
Come on.
We got an identity crisis because nobody. I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody follows the trend. So whoever's doing something. So you look on the internet, IG, whatever. Everybody got the big link, and then 2-3 weeks later, everybody got a big link.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The bitches was getting their body done, then turn around, all the bitches got their body
But see,
done.
it's
like they just follow. They follow.
Showing off because we were great kings and queens, and that's what they wore, shimmering gold.
Yeah, but be like the Africans. Them
good
motherfuckers
fabrics
be
and
stealing
shit.
enough money that they can really show the fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fuck. Half of you niggas can't show nothing off.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You can buy a can of
You
off,
shouldn't
that's about
have a
it. But
big
you can't
chain
show.
on.
You all this out here, and it
And your
makes
lights
me
off.
mad because I know some of these niggas personally, and it just drives me fucking
With the chains with the medallions.
every fucking thing.
That's like,
The
I
big
remember
chains
that
and the
dude,
medallions.
yo, the lights got cut off, and somebody
A
that I
nigga
was
be
born after house, and this nigga in there with his boys playing cards with a candle and the lights
Nigga.
off.
I done
That's
seen
bitch
niggas go
ass
through
nigga.
situations and get down to their last dollar and be so fucked up and didn't learn nothing from it and run right back out here and do the same shit that put them there in the first place.
That's why I'm humble as a bitch.
But you
Motherfuckers
out here-
knew I wasn't working.
You out here
back in what,
and you
from
doing shit like
September
the
to
little
March.
kids pouring liquor out that you just paid an astronomical amount of money for, and you think that was slick. That was
Right.
dumb. If you look at that
All
video,
of it get you
you look at that
drunk the
video,
same,
it's
man.
one little kid, he drinking his bottle. He like, fuck y'all. He in the back like, nigga, I'm drinking my shit. Y'all niggas crazy. You having a pissing contest. Nigga, ain't that much money out here. Nigga, take that money and give it to your grandmother.
I'm,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not spending
Get
a
to
lot
your
of money
mother.
on anything.
Spend it on your fucking
Listen,
kids.
man.
Get a
Listen,
fucking
man.
trust fund.
Listen,
Do
man.
something. God damn,
Listen,
other
man.
than pissing it out.
Man,
Because
my
the crazy
teeth get
part
knocked
about
out, I don't give a fuck how much that costs.
Listen to this. Crazy part about it, the liquor they was pouring out probably wasn't even the liquor that they bought. It probably was some real shit that they put in there. And now you done paid $800 for some fucking moonshine that you thought was some shit that they put in the Henny bottle
Listen,
or
bro.
whatever bottle, and you done poured it
You put a
all
little
out, paid
peach nectar in
$800
it.
for a dope.
Listen.
And you over here want to have a pissing contest with these niggas.
My thing is make it make sense, Sam. If I'm going to this party and I got a bar in my motherfucking basement, and I go to this party and I see this fifth that you got that I got sitting down my bar right now that I paid $50 for, and you tell me $350, I'm not doing that, bruh.
Rob gonna walk in the party with a big chain, fronts, with diamonds in them,
See,
the shoes with a toy,
see,
some little pants,
see,
and a sweatshirt with his
See.
stomach poking
see,
out. That's
see.
for the bro show, y'all. We out of here. Big Toe in the house.
He wants, and this big Rob, fuck this fat motherfucker, man.
You gotta get back to Tai Chi practice. That's why we had to go early.
Ching, ching.